Cool. We're gonna sit here. We're gonna sit here together. Alright, good girl. Alright guys, we have Scarlet here. I've got her on a chair. She's a little scared right now. She doesn't know what's going on. Alright, so today we have a Patreon request. This is about how ancient Rome did pet dogs. Or not did pet dogs. I guess handled pet dogs. Had pet dogs in their societies or whatever. And you guys know, some of you might know, I adopted Scarlet a few days ago, officially. She was my foster dog, and I have officially adopted her now. So I thought it would be fun for us to watch this video together. Hopefully we'll watch it together. I don't know how long she'll actually stay in this chair. So, alright, I'm not gonna tempt fate. I think what we'll do is just go ahead and watch this video, and we'll see if we can get her to stay up here on this chair and watch it together. I know you don't have earbuds, but you know, you won't understand what's going on anyway. Just watch the doggies on the screen. I might have to feed her these during the video. Okay. So we'll try. I'm gonna try and move over this way a little bit, and we're gonna watch how ancient Rome had pet dogs. Oh, no.
Welcome to How They Did It, a show where we take a look at the daily lives of our ancestors. Now, typically we focus on how humans have experienced the roller coaster of history, but today I figured we'd include a special guest who's been with us through thick and thin over the years. Man's best friend. For millennia, dogs have watched as we curiously changed tongue and appearance. But whatever the situation, they've always been by our sides, ready for adventures or napping. Today, we'll be taking a look at the lives of pet dogs in ancient Rome. When we peer back into antiquity, we can find all kinds of dogs appearing in literature, mythology, and artwork. Just as today, they came in many shapes, sizes, and colors. Though these would have seemed familiar to us, it's important to remember that there were indeed differences, as many of the modern breeds we commonly interact with today only date back a few centuries. Dog breeds in the past can be categorized by the various roles they filled. These included prominent types, such as hunting dogs, guard dogs, house dogs, and lap dogs. The list goes on to include a wide range of other roles such as herders, workers, entertainers, and fighters. The Roman writer Gradius provides some interesting details on what we might expect on this front. Quote, "Dogs belong to 1,000 lands, and they each have characteristics derived from their origin. The Median dog, though undisciplined, is a great fighter, and great glory exalts the far distant Celtic dogs. Those of the Galoni, on the other hand, shirk a combat and dislike fighting, but they have wise instincts. The Persian is quick in both respects. Some rear Mastiff dogs, a breed of unmanageable ferocity, but the Lycaonians, on the other hand, are easy-tempered and big in limb. The Hyrcanian dog, however, is not content with all the energy belonging to his stock. The females of their own kind will seek unions with wild beasts in the woods. And what if you visit the Straits of the Morini, tide swept by a wayward sea, and choose to penetrate even among the Britons? Oh, how great your reward, how great your gain beyond any outlays. If you are not bent on looks and deceptive graces, at any rate, when serious work has come, when bravery must be shown, and the impetuous war god calls in the utmost hazard, then you could not admire the renowned Molossians so much."
Are you paying attention
Apparently,
to this?
one of the most popular breeds was a Miletan. This was a small, fluffy lap dog with a fox-like pointed nose, upright triangular ears, and a tail curled up over its back, similar to modern-day miniature Spitz-type dogs.
Oh, I love
Though cute and
Samoyeds.
cuddly, we hear several authors complain that such spoiled toy dogs could be badly behaved and quite yappy. When it came
Kinda
to
looks like a
raising
cat, though.
one of the available breeds, your average Roman would go through many of the same steps as we do today. One of the most important first steps would be to name a new puppy. For context, we can turn to the writings of the famous Greek historian Xenophon. He maintains that the best names were short, just 1 or 2 syllables, so that the dog can easily be called. As
Oh,
suitable
nice.
names, he lists 46, which include such popular choices as Lurcher, Whitey, Blackie, Tawny, Blue, Blossom, Keeper, Fencer, Butcher, Spoiler, Hasty, Hurry, Stubborn, Yelp, Tracker, Dash, Happy, Jolly, Trooper, Rock Dove, Growler, Fury, Riot, Lance, Pellmell, Plucky, Killer, Crafty, Swift, and Dagger.
Why do we still have a lot of those
mentioned
names
by the
today?
poet Ovid include Barker, Whirlwind, Storm, Bear, Greedy, Deer Slayer,
What do you
Shaggy,
think about these names?
and Spot. Once a dog was named,
No
it would
Scarlet.
be trained. Many basic commands were likely taught, such as sit, stay, come, and heel. Additional skills were then taught based on the dog's specific role. Hunting dogs, for instance, would be trained to work as a team and return small prey undamaged. Guard dogs would be trained to bark and growl at intruders, and lap dogs would be trained to perform a wide range of amusing tricks for entertainment. Whatever the training, it was recommended that dogs be rewarded, either in the form of food or praise. The historian Arian
doing right
states
now.
that one should pat one's dog, caress its head by pulling gently on the ears, and speak its name along with a hearty word or two. Good boy. Good girl.
Scarlet, good
But of
girl.
course, these activities were just a small part of a dog's life. Much of their time was spent doing things we would be familiar with today. Going for walks, chasing animals, begging for food, getting in trouble, playing fetch, cuddling, and taking long naps. Really, things haven't changed so much since then.
Nope.
Just as today, people and dogs formed close bonds that lasted a lifetime. The passing of a pet could take quite the toll, and we have many records of individuals grieving for the loss of their companion. What I find particularly touching are the tombs and epitaphs left in remembrance of these loved ones. I'll read you a
Aw.
selection that I find quite touching.
This is
To
sad.
Helena, foster child, soul without comparison,
You're a
and deserving
foster
of
child.
praise. Mia, never barked without reason, but now he is silent.
Aw.
My eyes were wet with tears, our little dog, when I bore you to the grave. So Patricus, never again shall you give me 1,000 kisses. Never can you be contentedly in my lap. In
This is making me
sadness have I
sad.
buried you, and you deservest. In a resting place of marble, I have put you for all time by the side of my shade. In your qualities, you were sagacious as a human being. Ah me, what a loved companion we have lost. Here the stone says it holds the white dog from Melita, the most faithful guardian of Eumelus. Bull they called him while he was yet alive, but now his voice is imprisoned in the silent pathways of the night. You who pass by, if you see this monument, laugh not, I pray, though it is a dog's grave. Tears fell for me, and dust was heaped above me by a master's hand.
Don't pay attention to this part. Okay.
I am in tears while carrying you to your last resting place,
Oh my god.
as much as I
seriously?
rejoiced when bringing you home in my own hands 15 years ago. I'll admit, reading these passages for the first time brought tears to my eyes. I lost a dog of my own not too long ago, and I can viscerally feel the sorrow carved into each and every word. But at the same time, I have to appreciate that this shared loss puts me in touch with someone from thousands of years ago to a degree
Yeah.
that is really impossible any other way. I think we all too often see the past as cold, remote, and even inhuman. I hope that in this video, I've been able to shed some light on the universality of the human experience, and in particular, celebrate a friendship that transcends time. I'd like to thank our supporters on Patreon who made this video possible.
Oh my gosh. Why do they have to end on the dogs dying and being put in the graves and everything? That's one of the reasons that I kind of hesitated in adopting Scarlet, was because I've been through the deaths of other dogs and pets before, and it's like one of the hardest things you can go through. It's like akin to losing a family member. It really is. And so it just makes me think about the day, when that will happen with Scarlet. I have to think, about all of the wonderful wonderful years we'll have together. You know, hopefully you have another good decade at least with her, because she's only a couple of years old, I think. So hopefully we'll have a good decade, maybe longer than that together. And you know what? She'll bring me a lot of joy in the meantime, I think. So maybe it'll be worth it in the end. But oh my gosh, that last part. But it's good to know. It's really cool to see how the Romans treated their pet dogs pretty much just the same way that we do, except they did crucify them too, I found out. Although maybe they didn't crucify like pet dogs, maybe they was like, I don't know, dogs they would have in whatever equivalent of the pound they might have had back then. But anyway, Scarlet, you didn't hear that. They didn't crucify dogs. Well, thank you so much to David T on Patreon for requesting this. He was actually my very first patron before I even like launched the page. So I really appreciate your support, David. And great topic for a video. Dog lovers unite, I guess, is what you said on your comment for this. So yeah, did you enjoy it, Scarlet? Yeah, she enjoyed all the treats that she got, that's for sure. It's a good girl. It's a good girl, yeah. Alright guys, Scarlet and I will thank you guys for watching as always. Roger too, he's got his Roman helmet on, he's ready to go. So anyway, Roger, Scarlet, and I thank you guys for watching as always. This goes along with some of our ancient history stuff that we've been doing as well. So we'll have more ancient history, ancient Rome, ancient Greece stuff coming up in the very near future, so make sure you stay tuned for all of that. And if you guys have more videos you want to suggest in that topic, please do that down below. Also check out my social media, Patreon, Discord links in the pinned comment and the description of this video if you want to do any of that stuff. And I guess we will see you guys later, right? Say bye. Say bye-bye. Okay. Yeah.